Hi, and welcome to Just For You. This is Sonny Wayne Fella, and I'm so grateful that you could join me once more. This is truly a journey, if you will agree with me. And it is so unique in itself because YouTube is a platform that we can all use to get some messages across that maybe have been burdening us for some time. And I'm so glad for the opportunity to be able to speak out concerning issues and things that have hurt so many people. More than a year now, we have had this COVID-19 that have struck the world. But there are some countries that have struggled and are still struggling today. America, being the richest on the face of this earth, as it is said, lost over almost 600,000 people. Georgia, just about 31% have been vaccinated. And people are still dying. Yes, maybe not as much as it was in the last year, but people are still dying. Loved ones have been lost. People are grieving. They don't seem to understand what's the problem. What is this COVID-19? Where is it actually from? We claim that it's from China. And some people call it the China virus. But is that the reason why we should not take care of one another? Because it is from China? And we should just allow people to die and waste away? We were created to this earth to enjoy the fruit of it once we live right. But COVID-19 have destabilized a lot of families, a lot of relationships. They have taken away grandparents and parents from their kids and from their grandkids and great-grandkids. COVID-19 have hurt so many, and today we find people walking around with masks on their face or faces, and they don't even want. There are people who just don't want to wear it. I was listening to a speaker the other day who said if you find someone out and about wearing masks, call the police. Tell them calmly to take it off and call the police, because it is embarrassing. It is uncomfortable. We tend to forget that so many people have lost their life. We see the situation in India today. They just can't get oxygen for those patients who have gone to the various hospitals, and they are wasting away. They are dying by the dozens. Why are we so stubborn, my people? Why are we so difficult to deal with? Why is it so hard to understand that just little things that we need to do to cause this COVID-19 to go away, and we're so stubborn and we don't want to do it? We wear clothes every day. I'm sure a lot of us don't want to go out in the street with no clothes on, because that's the right thing to do. And if masks will help us to be safe and not get sick or even spread it to someone else, I believe we need to do that. Not because of us. Why should we be selfish? Why should we be self-centered and refuse to wear masks so that someone else won't be able to get this virus that have destroyed families and communities and even countries today, the continent of Asia and even North America, South America, Africa. This virus has destroyed and caused so much grief and heartaches. Shouldn't we unite together so that we can eradicate this deadly virus that have caused so much pain and so much sorrow? We wanted some form of cure, and we were able to get vaccination that was made so soon. People got to work, scientists got to work, and they began to work as hard as they could and can. And today we have vaccinations. But then again, we are refusing to take the vaccination. Why are we so difficult to deal with? Why are we so hard to understand? You don't want to wear masks, and you also don't want to take the vaccination. Many of us believe that when you take the vaccination, maybe they will give you AIDS, or they will give you some form of virus that will destroy your life. But I want to tell you today that if you don't take it, it could also destroy your life. It can destroy your kids' life. It can destroy your parents' life. It can destroy your relative life. It can destroy your family life, your friend's life, your loved one's life. It can destroy it. It can take it away. I want to admonish you, people of this word, please, let's unite to fight against this common enemy of man, of mankind. You don't have to be told anymore. Some of us have come very close to losing a relative, or have come close and have lost a relative. How long will we continue to live such life in rebellion? I don't like that president. I don't like that leader. So because of that, I'm going to rebel against him. Brothers and sisters, you are only hurting yourself and your families and friends, your surroundings, your community, your society, your organizations. That's what you are hurting. Not the president, not the leader. Why can't we come to our senses and do the right thing? I took the first vaccination about 21, 22 days ago. I'm doing well. I took the second one yesterday. I'm doing very well. In fact, it was surprising that this morning when I got up, I thought my arm was going to pain me like the first one. But this time, I have not felt any pain at all. So those of you who are afraid to go and take this vaccination, I want you to look at me as an example. I'm speaking to you today because I have taken it. And it is okay. It is all right. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Go and take your vaccination. It will help you. It will keep you from dying so soon. Do you think those who have left us, they wanted to go? To leave their wives and their children and their grandchildren and great-grandchildren? Do you think even sons and daughters that died, do you think they wanted to leave their parents and this earth? Young parents died. Young men and women died. Kids died from this virus. And we say we don't want to take it. I want to encourage you. Pick up that phone. Call that vaccination center. Either the health center, wherever you are, call and book an appointment. Go and take it for yourself. See, we are brave people. We are not lazy. We are not people who seems not to want to accomplish something in life. You have a life to live, and don't let this virus take it away from you. Do the right thing. Call now. Set an appointment. Go in. Take that vaccination. It is important. Americans, do it. Africans, do it. Asians, do it. Please. Please. Europeans, do it. It is important. I know there are so many things that can take our life today. But if this one is right before us and we can see a means of eradicating it, let's unite. Because divided we will fall. No man is an island. We have to depend on one another. So I want to encourage you today. go and take your vaccination. It is important. And those richer countries that have so much, I'm appealing to you, please send vaccine to countries that just can't afford it, like Liberia, like India, like Sierra Leone, like Colombia, Haiti, Venezuela. There are so many countries out there today that are struggling, and Brazil, and because they can't just get enough vaccination or vaccine, they are dying. Please, let's save lives. If you have the technical know-how, if you have the finances, please support countries that are less fortunate. Let's help them. It is so painful to watch the news and see that there are brothers and sisters just wasting away. They are dying because they just cannot get a vaccination to protect them from such thing, or even get oxygen. Oxygen. We have it free. God gave it to us free. We can breathe. But because of this virus, there are people who just can't breathe. And if you have it, please help them. And those countries, if you are helped, make the best use of the vaccination. Make the best use of it. Try to do everything you can to vaccinate as many people as possible. We need to live. We need to live, and we must live. So if you are afraid, if you have some history that things happened in the past, I want you to take that step of faith today. Go and take your vaccination. Call your health center. Call your clinic. Go somewhere. Book an appointment. And leave me a comment. If it was difficult for you, leave me a comment. If you live in the Atlanta, Georgia area, I know places that you can go. But I need to know that you would do it. And if you went and took your vaccination and you were okay, leave me a comment below. I want to know it. I want to know it. And I will respond appropriately. And I will say thank you to those of you who have taken your vaccination. And those who are going to take it, thank you for heeding to wisdom. I want to appreciate you. So if you are watching this video today, I want you to kind of help me by subscribing, by liking, sharing, and hitting the notification bell. I love you, and I will always say this from now on all of my videos, to say thank you to my subscribers. I love you, and I really care about what you are doing to support my YouTube channel. I promise you that I will always be an encouragement. So I want you to just live your life. Live it to the fullest. For life is short. Life is short. Enjoy. Have fun. If we can all wear our masks, if we haven't taken our vaccination, if we can all go and take our vaccination, we'll begin to go back to football games and basketball games and baseball games and parties with our friends and families and our kids. At our offices, we can now go back to work. We can go back to class, to school. I think that's a wise thing to do. We need to get back to the nitty-gritty. We need to get back to loving and caring for one another, touching one another again, hugging one another again, shaking hands with one another again, kissing if we are in love, being in the same room with one another. But we can only do that by doing the right thing. And the right thing is wearing your mask if you have not taken your vaccination, or going to take your vaccination. That is the right thing to do. Thank you. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.